NASCAR's return to Chicagoland presented us with a few different talking points, but perhaps the chief among them is going to be Toyota, again, up at the front, again, seemingly dominating, again. I mean, yeah, William Byron led 94 laps on the day. Does he end up with the most laps led on the day as a result? Yeah, I believe he does. But, I mean, look at the three Joe Gibbs cars that were the top three. Chase Briscoe, Christopher Bell, Denny Hamlin. For Bell and Briscoe, who were way out front and battling right to the very end, they both needed a win like this. For Denny Hamlin, it just continues to show that he can just grow that points advantage over his own driver, Tyler Reddick, who, well, debris through the radiator. What rotten luck. What rotten luck that 45 team has had at some of these most recent points. But outside of them, you just look at the rest of the top 10 and you see there are only 2 Chevys and 1 Ford. 7 of the top 10 are Toyotas. One of them's not even a chartered car. Corey Hyman is 67, gets P9. Just showing again and again and again why 2311 were right to make that call to put him into one of their cars next year. Riley Herbst gets another top 10, by the way. 10th place for Riley Herbst. Well done to him and in that 35 car. Ty Gibbs ended both of them in 8th. Bubba Wallace 6th, which, when you look at the chase bubble, was what was needed today. Today? On the day, I should say. Because I'm recording this, you know, not on Sunday into Monday. A couple of days later. But Blaney, the early Ford, that's not great for Ford. For Hendrick, it's good to see cars going up towards the front. I mean, yeah, there is poor Kyle Larson, 23 laps led, and then down to 34 for the end. But Bowman getting a top 5, that is what's needed, especially with the future of the 48 car seemingly a little bit uncertain at the moment. What it means to the playoff picture is that Denny Hamlin now has a 44-point advantage over Tyler Reddick. Now, it's 113 over Blaney in 3rd. Ty Gibbs still 4th, by the way, 137 out. And Chase Elliott in 5th climbs up above Kyle Larson's. A point between the two of them. Elliott's 180 points out of the lead. Kyle Larson 181. Got a handful of races left in the regular season. It could still all change. But yeah, to see the advantage that the 11 and the 45 have is still immense. Close towards the bubble, Cindric climbs up, Eric Jones climbs back in, Ryan Preece falls out, but the gap is still relatively close. Cindric is 330 off the lead on 434 points. It's 411 for Eric Jones, so 23 behind. Then only 4 points further back, Ryan Preece on 407. That said, SVG is on 437, only 3 points to the good over Cindric. Bubba Wallace, quite comfortably clear now. The gap between Bubba Wallace and Shane Van Gisbergen is 47 points. Wallace is only 15 points behind Byron. And as a result, 23 behind Suarez, 28 behind Christopher Bell in 10th. The biggest climber of the week was Chase Briscoe, up to 8th in the standings, off the back of the well-deserved win. So let me know what you think stood out, because I enjoyed seeing Chicagoland back on the schedule. I like seeing a variety in tracks. I like seeing returning tracks, especially because it's my first time watching a Chicagoland race. Because the last time Chicagoland was on the schedule, I wasn't watching NASCAR. Which feels weird for me to say, because for a lot of the tracks now, I've seen at least one race on them. Anyways, until next time, as always, bye for now.